Parvati wanted Shiva to father a child, but he refused. An exspirited Parvati created a child on her own using the turmeric paste she anointed herself with. The child was called Vinayak because he was born without the intervention of a man. Parvati asked her son to guard the entrance of a bath and not let anyone in. Vinayak obeyed the blocking, even the entry of Shiva, not knowing he was his mother's husband. An otherwise detached Shiva lost his cool, raised his trident and beheaded the stubborn lad.
Parvati's fury at the death of her child forces Shiva to act. When he resurrects her creation and appoints him as the leader of his followers, he consciously becomes father and thus a part of this material world. The resurrected Ganapati, with a body created by the goddess and a head given by the god, represents the transformation of Shiva from a hermit to a householder. The choice of an elephant's head is interesting. In Hindu symbolism, the elephant represents material abundance. Indra, the king of gods, rides the elephant. Elephants flank Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity. Shiva, who rejects material pleasures, is described as Gajanta. He who flays the elephant and uses its thick skin as his upper garment. By using the elephant's head to resurrect the child of his wife, Shiva in effect demonstrates his participation in the world of Ras. He uses the power of Tap to bring to life the child he had just killed. Ganapati's head represents Tap. His body represents Ras. He reconciles the god and the goddess. He becomes the doorway through which Shiva enters the Sansar. Although living with his wife and two children, Kartikeya and Ganapati, Shiva is a reluctant householder. He does not find the material world to be meaningful. Though the goddess manages to make him a father, she finds it extremely difficult to make him a true householder. Shiva does not appreciate the meaning of a home.